guys, I'm Rebecca and these are my reviews, and I have my July Ipsy finally at the very end of the month. In fact, my bag was so late that they ended up giving me extra points. So, you know, there's that at least. So the two items that they chose for me, one is this Il Makiage waterproof liquid liner. It is a felt tip, but you can see the tip on it is kind of short and very pointy. I've used it a couple of times and I do find it easy to use. Il Makiage is one of those brands that I get a lot of ads for, especially their concealer. I was seeing those ads everywhere. I finally broke down and bought some concealer. I do like it. Yeah, I like it. You know, I mean, I don't feel like it's the end all be all, but I do like it. So I was excited to try this as well. And so far, so good with this. I don't know that it is waterproof because I haven't like gone swimming with it or anything, but I did wear it to jujitsu and got sweaty and everything, and it didn't smudge or anything. So I feel like that's a win for that. And it goes on really nicely. I am wearing it today and I like the application. It looks like a wet line at first and it takes a few seconds to dry. So if you have hooded lids, that might be an issue. Just like keep your lids closed for a second, you know, do one of these things and fan it until it dries. But one thing that I found on accident really was that after I had applied it, and I had given it, you know, enough time that I thought it was probably dry, I then went in with this eyeshadow palette and used some of the gold with my finger and patted it on, and it stuck to that liner and made it look like sparkly gold liner, which I actually really dug. So I kind of thought that was, you know, pretty cool. So anyway, back to the eyeshadow palette. This is from Cella. This is the Divine Purpose eyeshadow palette, and it does have these wonderful 3 sparkly colors in here. You have more of a champagne, a gold, and then a really orange. It's like a yellow gold and an orangey gold. I wouldn't call it coppery, but you know, gold for sure. And then just like a nice creamy matte, 2 different shades of brown, this wonderful blue, which I have on my lids today, and then a black, which I use as like a smudgy liner. And so far, I feel like I like this palette. I wore it yesterday and I felt like the brown and gold combination I had on this eye looked really well, and then I just had the blue on this eye and it was creasing a little bit. So I felt like the blue on its own you have to be careful with, because when it goes on, it does go on a little bit patchy. It's a matte shade and it really shows up as being patchy. I have not yet tried it with an actual primer, like an eyeshadow primer. I feel like that would probably help a lot. But on its own, I love the shade. You know, I've got it on my eyes today and I think it's really pretty, but it did crease a little bit. But the brown shades, the gold sparklies, those all went on really nicely, and I didn't see any creasing from those. So, you know, I'm gonna keep using this, but so far I really like it. This I have on my cheeks. This is from Purlisse. This is their Blush Glow BB Cheek color. So I do have another one of these that I got in another Ipsy, and it was a different shade. It was more of like a rosy pink. This one is more of a corally orange shade. So I have it on today and I can't say that I super love the color, but I do think it's a nice shade, and I think on different skin tones, you know, some people like more corally shades. I like the more rosy mauvey type shades most of the time, usually because I have the cool toned hair. So anyway, I really like this product. This shade, I think, is way more pigmented than the rosy shade that I have. That one I can use a normal amount, blend it in, it looks really pretty. This one I have to be very careful because a tiny, tiny bit goes a very long way. Mixing it in, like if I have foundation on my face, when I mix it in, it kind of blends in with the foundation, and so that helps a little bit. But I used it yesterday with no foundation and it was like, wow, orange cheeks. So just be warned, but I do like this in general. I mean, enough that I chose this as one of my items. So my other item that they chose for me is this Tula Skincare Rose Glow and Get It Cooling and Brightening Eye Balm. So they have another eye balm that has blue packaging. This one is their Rose Glow. So it has, I guess, a pinkish tint to it. I don't know if the other one has a bluish tint, but I do know that they have a couple different colors. So this you're supposed to be able to use under or on top of makeup or alone. And you can use it kind of like a highlighter because it does have a teeny bit of shimmer. Let's see if you can see it on my hand. I mean, I haven't blended it or anything, but you can kind of see it right there, right? just a little bit of shimmer. It's not super heavy or anything, and then once you blend it in, it's hardly noticeable, and it is supposed to help like depuff your eyes and erase your wrinkles and all of that stuff. It does having a bit of a cooling effect, which is really nice, especially in the hot summertime right now. It feels really nice going on. So I've used it all around my eyes, and I didn't notice like a huge difference in depuffing. It certainly didn't get rid of my wrinkles, but it is hydrating. It has hyaluronic acid in it and other vitamins and things that are supposed to be good for your skin. But I do like it as just kind of like a cheeky glow thing that's not an overpowering highlighter, and it has that cooling effect. So it just, I don't know, it just feels nice and lovely and adds a little bit of glow with it still looking really natural. You can also use it, like I put a little bit on my Cupid's bow as well. So I do like this, and I love these type of stick products. I've really been into this. I feel like I've just been super lazy with my makeup, especially in the summer when I don't want to wear heavy makeup. I love things like this that I can just go like swipe and rub it in a little bit, and boom, I have glowy cheeks. So this I chose. This is from Fenty. This is the Fenty lip paint. This is in the color Unattached, and on Ipsy's website, it looks more red. You know, I mean, because coral can kind of go from super orange to more red, and I thought, okay, yeah, like a corally red. No, this is bright, hot coral. Let me swipe it on my hand. So here's the color. You can see it is on, especially like on my lips, man, it looks neon, and I have an olive undertone, and so I didn't find it particularly flattering on myself. However, I do think this could be a really beautiful and fun color on other people. I wish that I had gotten a different shade in this. This was my only option. It's not like I could choose a different shade. It was like, do you want the Fenty or do you want something else? And I wanted the Fenty. I love Fenty products. I just wish that I loved this shade more, and I felt like, you know, it's supposed to be a long wearing lip color. And for that, I will say, yeah, that color was on my lips like all day. It was also on my cheeks. It was on my shoulders somehow. It was just all over the place because it doesn't dry down to one of those kiss-proof matte. It's supposed to be like a soft matte or something where it's not glossy, but it didn't stay put. And with this color, oh my gosh, it was everywhere. Like, how did it get on my shoulder? I don't even know. I was like, what the heck is that? And then I realized, oh, that's the exact shade of my lip paint. I better wash this off before it gets everywhere. So it does transfer for sure, but it's a really pretty color and it has a nice texture to it. You know, it's like a comfort matte or something. I don't know. Anyway, I'm kind of on the fence about it. I would love to try a different shade. And then I have a couple of add-ons. This is from Tarte. This is their Jelly Glaze in the shade Toasted Coconut. I have this on my lips along with a lip liner. My lip liner is ColourPop Boys Town, I want to say, which is like a brownish color. This is also brownish. See how like in concentrated form, it's this lovely brown color. But then when you blend it out on your lips, it really blends out to not a lot of color. So if you put a normal amount on your lips, it's like a tinted lip balm, and it's really not super strongly tinted, which I actually really like, and I love the formula of it. It just feels like a really soft lip gloss. It's not sticky or goopy. I mean, I guess, you know, I didn't put a ton on either. It has that kind of applicator with the little slanted thing, and you squeeze it out of the middle, so it's easy to just add a little bit. So I'm really liking this, and I love the Toasted Coconut shade. It smells a little like coconut. Yeah, totally. And then the other add-on that I got were these deodorants, and it was a 2-pack. These are from Clio Coco. So these are charcoal deodorant, natural, aluminum-free. I have Sweet Surrender, which is lavender vanilla, and Great Expectations, which is grapefruit bergamot. So I've been using these for the last couple of days, and I thought it was gonna be black at first, and I was like, oh no, is it gonna make everything black? It's not. So evidently there's charcoal in there, but it just goes on clear. It's a fairly wet consistency. You know, I have some that are drier, some that are more creamy. This one is more on the wet side, and I feel like if you're not careful, it might even melt. The grapefruit has a very light scent to it. The other one, Sweet Surrender, has a stronger scent, and it even looks a little more gray than the other one. You know, I'm wearing it today, and I don't notice any like color in my armpits or anything. We'll see if it ends up staining my clothes. Most of the reviews were either smells amazing, I love this so much, or doesn't last, I have to reapply 3 or 4 times a day. So I'm treating it a lot like I do my La Vanilla, which is, yeah, you have to reapply it throughout the day because it's not antiperspirant. You know, it's not gonna keep you from sweating, but it is a lovely scent to put into your armpits, and it's supposed to kill the bacteria or whatever without being harsh. It hasn't irritated me at all. I can't use baking soda. I was a little nervous about the charcoal, but so far so good with the irritation factor. Again, it's only been 2 days, but you know, I like the scent of them. And like I said, when they go on, it's kind of a wet gel type of a feeling, less of a creamy type whatever. Anyway, I am liking these. I will continue to use them, but I don't know that they are like the end all be all. Again, it's hard to tell after only a couple of days if you love something, especially with deodorant, you know. But, you know, I like it. It's hot. I'm sweating right now. I still smell good, so I'm happy. Anyway, that is what I got in my Ipsy. Oh, I didn't show you the bag. Here's the bag. So cute little design. Stay golden. I was surprised I didn't get more like bronzy things in here. In fact, their little card is all about bronzer and like choosing your best bronzer and how to apply it. I don't understand these cards, whatever. Like, you don't send me a bronzer and you're gonna tell me all about bronzers. I mean, not that I don't have bronzers, whatever. Anyway, let me know what you guys got in your bags this month. I am excited to hear from you. Thank you so much for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it and share it with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!